Today we are setting our steel beams. As you can see, we have the crane that's all set up and it's picking up columns right now. They're going to take these columns and they're going to put the columns into the basement. They're going to strap them and they're going to use them when we set our steel beams. They're going to start setting the main girders first, which goes from front to back. As you notice that they have the straps that are on them now. They're lowering them in, and then they're going to grab the beam. The main beam is set already, and now we have a cross member that they're going to put in. In the shop, they weld on brackets that hold these cross members on, which then they will bolt right to the main beam itself. So you have two brackets, one on the beam they're going to put on, and then in the middle of the other beam. That's where the bearing load is going to be, where they're going to set those columns. As you see down at the bottom are all our footings. Those are our piers, which all of these beams and columns are going to be set. Those are our load bearing points. So they transfer all the way up to the top of our roof. So it's called a load bearing wall that transfers from our roof all the way down to the floor, just like shoes. So all of your load when you're walking around your shoes, well, this is the same kind of effect. Now they're going to set this up, they're going to put the bolts in, and everything is going to be secured down. Now right here, he's setting on top of our foundation, he's going to be setting some shims. And we want to make sure that this is exactly a 2x6 high, which they'll check. And then they run another 2x6 to it and another one right over the top of it, so that if that wall ever moves, it's not going to move anything because it's a consistent 2x6 that runs from side. See right there, boom, perfect, level. And now they're going to set all our other stuff right to that point. Here they are securing another beam, and that's with the bolts like we talked about. They're tightening all three bolts, they run them through, and there's the bracket that they already secured on at the shop and welded on, and they'll screw that all together and make that nice and tight. And then later on they'll come and we'll put all the columns, and then they bolt all the columns also. As you can see, there's a hole right there. If you can see it right at the bottom, that's where the bolts go for the columns. You're going to put all of those on. So they'll screw that all down, and that's really important because you want to make sure those are nice and tight so they don't ever move. Because this is where all of our bearing is going, right down from all the way, like I said, the top all the way to the bottom. And when they finish all of this, they'll load them all up, and then we can start framing. And that's a great thing because we've been waiting a long time to get this done. I want to thank you for watching so far, and stay tuned for more episodes and more information because I got plenty of it. Thanks again.